Alright, there we are. So, the audio, I haven't been able to do much audio testing with this, and I did have to readjust it for a couple of things, so we'll see how it turns out. I actually should write down what the desktop audio should be whenever I'm messing with it, but for now, welcome back to the Backlog, where I try and go through my backlog. Oh duh, Sherlock. We are continuing our adventure with Pyre, so, if I'm not mistaken, actually while I'm here I may as well check the audio balance. Alright, what's OBS say? Oh, that seems reasonable. Yes, he did just fly out of here. Weird stuff. Nothing new here. Surprising. So I guess real quick, let's check inventory. So, who would be ideal to bring for the next battle? Let's see. Hamatha, Tizo, and probably somebody else. I had trouble with Sir Gilman, but I think he'll probably be the next one I send up because of that, because, oh man. I had trouble getting Sir Gilman to work properly. It seems like he's meant more for slipping behind their lines and really, well, creating paths, well, trying to zone enemies rather than outright cause them trouble. Though, the problem is that I'm eventually going to have to get good with him, I think, with the way that this game operates, so we'll see how it turns out. We're trying to upgrade that talisman. What have you got? That could be useful for you, actually. Can't upgrade it, but still. That could be useful for you. May as well. Either way, let us begin. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the sweeping plains at the Ridge of Gold. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set in. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth, back and forth. You'd sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This night betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader! This knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Then a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. I just noticed the music. It's the yay medieval tavern music. I love it. With a bit of an edge, but well, a bit of a modern twist, but still, I like it.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough.
Perhaps we shall.
Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Pyre Hearts. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Gilman, still not abandoned your new friends like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This knight is most surprised that you have the courage to even show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You're no knight at all. You're a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many times your size and with much more honor, too. Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon as it fades, Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful! You Nightwings, you are stupid to have taken that one in, and you are no good at the rights. And another thing, we do not fear you! I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. This knight's companions have grown so much stronger since we dumped that worthless Sir Gilman. You sense Sir Deluge speaks the truth. The Pyre Hearts are more capable than before. Each time we face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Oh boy.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
So, what have you got? Okay, so banishing him will banish anyone around him unless I use range. You're gonna be faster. Alright, so what are the... Let's see. Okay, so they can banish in a wider area of effect, and if they do banish someone, their companions come back quickly.
Sir Gilman.
In that case, I need to focus on people who can take them out from a distance. So who would be good for that? Actually, Pamitha, given the invuln when she rushes, you can survive that, so Pamitha's a good idea. And actually, Sir Tizo, if I go the exploding route, which I don't think I have. Oh yeah, well I did get that mastery, so I can go with safe return. So actually, Tizo's a good choice for this.
Tizo. Ow.
Tizo is prepared to defend the honor of Sir Gilman against his ex-triumvirate. Come then, Nightwings! To show this knight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard!
Commence.
Ah, crap.
An inauspicious start. Seize the orb. Their pyre weakens.
There we go.
Neither triumvirate is closer than the other. Someone there rose to the occasion.
Ha!
Beauteous.
How do you like that, suckers?
Perhaps you are worthy. There.
Gotcha!
Splendid.
And when you don't have to deal with the radii, it's a lot easier. Another most inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bones.
Engulfed within the aura.
Crap!
There it is.
Good move, actually. Unfortunately for you, now I've got everybody back.
It was almost cruel. That was the last of them.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be up here.
She soared right in.
Nice. Ah, crap. Ah, crap.
Beneath contempt.
Oh, shut up. Well, at least this is a decent way of getting back into it. Crap!
A braver than expected act from Sir Deluge. Now to the flame.
Wait, that worked? That worked?
Engulfed in fire.
That worked?
No more than a lick of flame remains.
I'll just jump in then.
It's done.
It is so nice when you can get away with that stuff.
Nightwings prevail. And such a well-conducted victory it was. The rite is ended.
Curse you! Gilman, you were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs! You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path toward enlightenment. Your words ring false. You are unfit to lead. Shut up! You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You called this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. And everybody knows! Everybody knows! This knight shall see to it. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge got to him.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Good work, Tizo.
Honor is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. So, let's see. Is all exile? That sounds insane! Let's go with it!
The exiled Tamitha perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Well, Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it. Let's go with this.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch. Until the next rite.
I'd say that went well. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles bested the Pyre Hearts and find Wulfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my boy. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I've something that I wish to share with you if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars where once you saw but one. Let's take a look. Aub, Lu, Triesta. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye or the will of the scribes. Who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite. I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth you may use Wulfred's planner to see your current progress. Using Wulfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standing of your adversaries. Wulfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now or any time in the Black Wagon or while searching for stars. So, that's the record of everything here. So the Tempers really are our best. Let's see, so... Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings. What, are we gonna recruit someone along the line? Opportunities you have had to liberate your companions. Alrighty. So. Aub. I'm not sure where to go. I guess we'll go to the near... Well, Actually, I don't want to bring her out just yet. But, But he's going to want to come out if I go there. Let's go to the Withdrawn. Against them. I was not in any hurry to pass with Udmilti again. Turns out she's even worse than I thought, depending on how superstitious you are. He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs. Witch Udmilti, one of the bog dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in the legends of Islas the Astral-born than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Islash, despite widely held beliefs that he is dead, or never did exist. But Udmildi held that Islash is merely dormant, and shall someday be reborn with a newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Islash return to his glorious home, and Udmildi would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udmildi in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to Islash's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist. I don't know if we can stop whatever she's up to, but prevailing against her in the right should slow her down at least. Anyway, good luck getting to sleep. See you in the morning. Oh yeah, that's comforting. You bid Hedwyn a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight. Alright, so Wolfred's planner is in here. Let's see what you have to say first. Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do now when all of this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we are all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all the other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in their egg sacs to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, prevail at all cost. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom. Or, in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood, a life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibilities, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. Then he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out when all of this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound unto the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought, it cannot fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. Temporalis. I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. Ooh, nice. Ancient manuscript that chronicles the legends of the downside. The Pyre hearts all follow in the path forged by the Underking Ores, whose many mighty deeds excelled the smallest stature that somehow contained him. He is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Underking's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, ever longing as they do for something more. The Underking chose wisely for these qualities, and teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre hearts, and in turn us all. Curious. So that's the only page then? Wonder how many more there will be around here. Alrighty, let's get out there. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see big Bertrude's from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I am certain that Big Bertrude must have left a strong impression on you all. She is not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. Guess we're not allowed to go down there yet? So be it. I get the feeling that's gonna be the last person we recruit. Something about the strange island you see below draws your attention. Shut up, phone. Best to avert your gaze from the island of Kaelmer. Even the scribes themselves thought to avoid the place. Let us fly on. Okay then. So. Let's go here. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfred, and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Beyond her crystal seeks Sir Gilman. First, the continent we call Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart. Arriving upon blackened mortal crags tolerable only by the harp Triesta, we pressed onward toward a suffocating wood. This land felt to us somehow primordial. Deep in its roots and noxious crevices lay innumerable clues as to its ancient history, but we had little time to excavate, for our supplies by then were thin. Further, we were lost. Our best attempts at circumnavigation all had failed. It was Luce Glorian who reached out at last, unto the stars, and they revealed the way. Then, at last we could see the sacred Mount Elodiel, there in the distance. I haven't even gotten those tabs. Wonder what they'll have to say for themselves. Alrighty. You know, my lovely reader, I must admit that I did not expect your little followers to be quite so receptive to instruction as thus far they have proved. I know not whether they owe it all to you, or have somewhat more to them than I was first inclined to think. In any case, however, I am pleased that they are not entirely disgraceful. I like to keep my expectations well in check, seeing as I've been thus expelled until the end of time, so it is pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then. Although I cannot quite recall when last that was. But the best part of all this are these brief times in which you visit me in my domain. I know you cannot for long. This damn crystal in which I am enthralled shall see to that. Though you have perhaps surmised whenever it decides that one of your little friends is worthwhile enough, why, I can offer them a trial, and likewise, I can offer you a chat. Sorry, getting distracted by something. Okay, good, that went forward. Sometimes I think, as you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it does something to trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternity being what it is, however, perhaps not. Still, if the trophies of those blasted scribes are worth something to you, then all you need is but to brave my trials and they can be yours. And perhaps there's good in it for me as well. Then something changes in her, and she changes the subject. I've likely said too much. I am not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. It is not there to be tampered with by anyone, including me. Forget what I said. Oh good, just as I was beginning to feel more bored even than usual. Alright. Actually, when does Tizo get a trial? That would be hilarious. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him myself. Though, let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears in heat of the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? You will see, good sir. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, worm. You answer to me here. As you wish, your highness. Your Highness, I like the sound of that. Though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness. This knight accepts this challenge. Ah, crap. I did not think that one through. I did not think that one through at all. Alright, I need to either scramble for it. Crap. That was not well thought out. Should be able to reach. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. Crap! Not quite. Should have jumped. And now I'm gonna lose again. Dang it! I am letting him do way too much damage. I cannot take too many more hits like that. Why do I suck so much? Crap! This is hard. Why do I suck so much? Oh, come on! I may have to restart this right. Good lord. Why do I suck? Surprised it's not just game over for me. Ah! Yeah, let's restart the right. Why do I suck? This is why you're going next. Purely because I don't want to deal with you from a gameplay standpoint anymore. Crap, not fast enough. Okay, so if I... how do I do this? Okay, that's it. Now that he's down. Cool. I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. Let them overextend themselves. And then die. Okay. Yay, stamina. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be done. Yeah, should have seen that coming. At least they won't be able to get to it quickly with it in that corner. Shoot. Do they even know how to get to it? I can't believe they just let me get away with that. I cannot believe they just let me get away with that. Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorceress test. Ah, by the scale of the Under King Ores, what is it that you have? Ooh, that's useful. Oh wait, I just got that mastery. I should have used that for this. No matter, at least it's done. Ah, there you are, reader. Shall we get going then? You accompany the lone Mitchell on an excursion through the leaves and branches of Cinderroot, where it seems the stars themselves recently shed some of their splendor. Collecting stardust is a laborious and delicate process, though some find it rather meditative. In time you have gathered a good supply of this stuff, and returned together to rejoin the others. Oh wow! Plus 10. Is there anything worth spending that on? Let's see. $60%? Wow, that's useful. But if I'm going to be disposing of you quickly, I'm not sure I want to do that. Ricky's definitely going to be used in the next trial. Probably going to be these. It's definitely going to be these two. I don't know if I want to bring Hedwyn along, though. That's upgraded all the way already. Let's go with this. I get the feeling Ruki's going to stick around for a bit. You find Pamitha by herself again, though her expression has grown darker than her custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? Trying to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Be, reader. Just leave me be, reader. Just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. Let's pry. Pamitha seems to be inviting you into her thoughts. You remain there in that lonesome space with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Tamitha? Shall I go ahead and just kill them all? That would be proof enough, perhaps, about my loyalties to you and to our sisters. Perhaps I ought to stop with this one right in front of me. The bond between you severs as Pamitha opens her eyes and stares at you, though she smiles sweetly and gives a gentle laugh. You see, reader darling, my thoughts are rather cumbersome at times. Oh, she knew. But do not fear, I have them very well under control. Still, thoughts being the loathsome things they are, I nonetheless cannot fully suppress them. She exhales and looks askance. You know by now why I am in this mess with all of you. You could say that I lacked Tamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nation overthrown, or something worse if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth-forged steel. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of it myself. Became a bit of a pariah, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and others killed someday, so when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there was such risks, of course, and yet, a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way. And in my growing protests of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness, and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realize our nation's people have more in common with than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's the stupider. She brushes past you and out of the wagon for now. Hello. Curiouser and curiouser. Let's keep moving. So now that all the characters have mostly been established. Huh? Here in the leaves and branches of Black Basin, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jodariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Jodariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the Blood Border, on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil, where a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. But she refused the gesture. Rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. The last part of the messenger imp's noose must have been damaged in transit, though it appears to be Jodario's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. There's nothing she can't handle. I miss her bad sometimes, but I'm glad she's alright. She is an inspiration to us all, or to this night she is at least. Wonder what the rest of her message said. Do you think she still has her horns now that she's back up there? Tizo is fired up about the news of Jodario's return to the Commonwealth. You give it to him for us, Jody. I knew you had it in you. The news of Jodario's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Oh, nice. Alright, 2 new pages. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness. Thus, I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land, save to say that they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand this savage land. Such were the monstrous dangers that it posed. I came to see that all the terrors which I heard at bedside in my youth were based entirely in fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remnants of it yet shine under the stars. And in the end, it was the stars which guided us toward our truest calling. Alright, new landmark. Never had I witnessed an affront to nature, mine's and everyone's, quite like the poison woods of limbless Erizek at the Root Titan, in his suffocating influence. I shall leave it to the boastful Underking to tell you more of Erizek's vanquishing, while I may tell you something of the glade that he protected, which became my own. For my own genealogy now occupies the soil there, and strives forevermore to prevent Erizek from taking root again. The brambles of the glade are constantly encroaching on themselves, then falling once again to dust. This miraculous cycle, reflected in the starlight piercing through the canopy, needs to be witnessed whenever the stars invite an audience. Interesting. Also, what's this shining here? Ah, biography stuff. Fair enough. Hey, it's you guys. And just as I was thinking, hey, I haven't seen those guys in a little while, and I wonder how they're doing, and if they need to purchase anything. Ooh. If ever I want to grind them. Wow, that's a lot. I'll have to come back to that later. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Though the now familiar surroundings of the Glade of Lu made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. Here we go. You ready, Pamitha? Shouldn't be a problem. Always good to stretch my wings a bit besides. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence, and await the withdrawn.
Listen well, you exiles of the Night Wings. You are returned once more unto the Glade of Liu. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Withdrawn. Whose ever pyre yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory. Now prepare yourselves.
Previous time, he snuffed our pyre's flame, prevailed. This time, all for Yishlath, no matter the results, and no matter the cost. We can take them. Who's up for this one?
Who shall conduct this?
Alright, what have they got? Already suffers damage, so... Let's see. Oh, they've got... Wait, she's got imps following her? Okay, so... Alright, so the imps are gonna be the most dangerous, because they can just be used as suicide bombers really quickly, it seems like. And it looks like the goal is to use the... Yeah, I think I see the strategy. So the imps are gonna be used as suicide bombers, and then Udmilti is gonna try and charge down the middle. So in that case, what I need to do is I need to focus on characters who can actually either slip through or snipe them out. So in that case, Ruki is definitely...
Your decision.
Oh, shut up. So actually, someone in the air would actually be a good idea. So what we'll do is we'll have Hamatha lead.
Hamatha.
And then, in order to maintain speed, we'll have Faye.
Faye.
And Ruki.
Ruki. Very well.
We got this, people. Here, Yishlath. Bring to us thy terrible power.
Now begin. Oh, so close.
Nope, not this time. What the hell? What the hell was that?
Your adversaries are the first to strike.
What the hell was that?
None left unscathed.
Now get in there.
Onward thus to greater glory.
Good work. Alright, should be out of range.
What happened there?
Yes!
Fear not the purified.
Good work.
Your adversaries, Pyre, now fall short of yours.
Oh, come the hell on again!
The orbs engulfed.
Ah, why are you so dang fast? Yeah, like...
The night wings seem to be falling behind. A stifled effort.
Good work, Ruki.
The withdrawn banished to the land. Verily,
Verily. You're doing quite well.
your pyre burns brighter for the while.
Ah, so close. Yes!
Exactly by the book.
Hear us, Yishlath. Let us be the vessel of thy will, and thwart these heathen fools.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she serve the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Crap.
Unacceptable.
Jeez, that's a lot.
You seem unable to stop these people. The orb slipped.
Oh
from your
god,
clutches,
is that's gonna be dead. That's the end.
and
Nope, I'm not losing.
it-
Nope, I am not losing to them. Crap, I was doing pretty well too. Then Udmilti slips through once and it's all over.
Who shall conduct this rite?
I'm not using her aura cast very often, so do I want to try and put her on something else? No, that'll be fine. I'm thinking it's best to have Ruki lead then. Then... not a bad idea to have that, so... I think we'll keep this as it is. We'll just have Ruki in the lead. Okay, I think I am ready. Alright, let's do this. And this time we're not going to screw this up.
Now begin. Now toward their flames.
Crap, not quite fast enough.
So close.
Crap.
There goes the heart.
No. Crap, not fast enough. Crap!
Too slow there, Pelena.
Crap!
The orb.
Oh, that was well timed. I'm actually kind of annoyed at how well timed that was. Crap!
What happened there?
No.
The withdrawn, banished to the last.
Wait, she can shove people with her? Oh, right.
Oh. Banished, all of them.
Oh, come the hell on! Crap! Yes!
The flames of freedom.
Finally! God, that is so annoying!
Udmilda's not so scary now.
Yes!
Onward thus to greater.
Good move, good move.
I wonder shall the Nightwings press their luck.
That's not how...
The orb slipped from your clutches.
Ha! Not quite. 2,
All three
1.
Nightwings.
Oh. Crap!
So fiercely fought. The flame is stricken.
Why do I suck so much?
Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own.
It already was. Don't give me that.
That curse
What the
was
fuck?
banished.
What the hell am I doing wrong? God. Times like this, I wish I hadn't sent Joe Dario off. Good lord, what is wrong with me?
Who shall conduct
I
this
think I do have
fight?
the right Actually, what if I fought fire with fire?
Faye.
If they're gonna send a suicide bomber, what's stopping me from doing same?
Tizo. It is done.
You know what? If one strategy's not working, change strategy.
Now begin. Poof.
There you go.
The first douse.
Alright, that's how we do it. We just use our own little imp to zone them.
How's that?
Oh shit. Why did you think? What? You you jumped.
Now there's a problem.
Fuck.
The Nightwings seem to be falling behind. Oh,
There we go.
fear not the purifying flame.
Blaze of glory.
Glorious.
Ah, crap. What the hell?
Quite foul.
Ah! I did not play that one right.
How fine.
Oh, come the fuck! Can't save them all. Get it. Oh, crap. Wait, why did I throw it?
A weak
Why did I throw it?
and yet
I could have taken the lead with that. Crap.
Udmilda's not so scary now.
Crap, that was the wrong move. Oh, come the fuck! No! So I have to hit it twice without getting hit. That's not gonna work. Fuck! What? You dodged it? How? How did you dodge that? What, does that hop prevent you from dying? Actually, what I should have done is I should have rushed you.
Who shall conduct the right?
That's what I should have done. I should have rushed you.
Tizo.
Why did I get rid of...
Very well.
Why did I send off Joe Dariel?
Now begin.
You let me do that?
The Nightwings make
You let me do that?
flame.
Crap. Well, that works.
Into the pyre. It seems the Nightwings are a bit ahead.
No, not again.
My.
Why did they let me get away with that?
The orb.
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
Your fellow exiles remain banished.
Crap, not quite. Crap. That little hop was all it took. Oh no, you are not getting away this... How the fuck?! You cheeky little bastard!
Glorious. Unfortunate for the withdrawn. Onward thus to greater glory.
Yes! So little left.
The rite is nearly ended. Ooh. The orb is loose.
Yes! That's how I'm supposed to be done. Ugh.
The scribes themselves surely have
Oh
taken
my
note.
god, that was painful.
The rite is done.
Yes, Lars Sever's defeat. Thine. Ours. He cares not. Ye shall see.
There is much to learn from this experience.
We'll see.
Until the stars.
That was annoying. That was a really obnoxious team to deal with. At least I think I figured it out at the end. Or I just got lucky. Back at the wagon, after thwarting the withdrawn with aplomb, you are able to recover for a time, but you have another task this night. Time again to seek out where the rite shall take you next, by searching for the answer in the waning starlight. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Nothing special for this one? So back to Haub, Ores, or Jomuer. Which one would I rather deal with, I wonder? Actually, I don't mind dealing with this group. Actually, I kind of want to beat the Dissidents, though. Take on the Fate, if I can. Actually, I probably can't. Actually, I can't take on the Dissidents. So I guess I can influence things by messing with this. So what's in the other one? Let's go to Haub. Your next adversaries are to be the Fate, headed by Dalbert Doldhart and his son. They show unyielding respect to a tradition which shows them no such love. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Doldhart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent, he and his son. The so-called Almer the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs thought to be descended from Jelmir Menimane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kur traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day, he insisted on celebrating Fang Song, against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. As for Almer, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough, his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them into contact with a pack of spiritual curs residing in Jomira Valley. In time, they became acquainted with the rites, and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Should they succeed in all of this, only one of them would be returned. They must know that by now. Either way, you shall see them again soon. Please rest yourself for now, while dark of night remains. You bid the lone minstrel a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. You find Tizo there in the black wagon looking rather more despondent than usual. When you attempt to reach out to him, he barely acknowledges you. Tizo indicates that he wishes to be left alone right now. You almost run into Faye as you turn to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just coming to check on little Tizo there. I think maybe he's taken ill or something? On further inspection, it occurs to you that Faye perhaps is not off the mark, and that Tizo is unwell for some reason. Come on, Tizo, you're going to be alright. You might be the smallest of us, but I think you're the toughest. Though Miss Jodariel, she was the toughest one of all, wasn't she? I so miss her sometimes. Tizo appreciates the kind words, but still wishes to be left alone at this time. Oh, don't be silly, Tizo. You know I won't be doing that, don't you? Faye turns to you for a moment, lowering her voice. Mister? I think Tizo would like a bit of privacy if you don't mind. No, I don't mean to be rude. It's just, Tizo, well, I told him not to eat something. There was this, well, I think it was a mushroom maybe, growing in the corner over there. So, I see Tizo sniffing at it, and he's always hungry, and usually I try to feed him, but this time I told him no. Because I know my mushrooms, and whatever that was, I think it was a mushroom, but it wasn't one I know. Well, Tizo ate it anyway. Tizo corroborates Faye's recollection of what happened. So, anyway, I think he's going to maybe, cough it up, I guess? I think maybe any moment now. Because when I ate things I thought were mushrooms around here, I coughed them up as well. They made me rather sick, kind of like Tizo over there. I hope that I'm not being inappropriate because it's not polite, maybe? Oh, come to think of it, Tizo, why don't we go outside? Because then I won't have to clean up after you like the last time when you ate something I said maybe you shouldn't, remember? Tizo indicates he remembers full well, and regrets not heeding Faye's food-related counsel. Oh, don't worry, silly. If you've taken ill, then I think you're going to be fine. Once you have a little walk outside with me, because you're very tough. Tizo was beginning to look better already. You're my best friend, Tizo. I won't let anything bad happen to you. Or at least I'll try, okay? I don't think anyone could stop you from eating things, though. Then she snatches Tizo up in her arms and whisks him out of the wagon with her. You hear her call back to you over her shoulder. Bye, mister! I'll make sure that Tizo is alright, I promise, okay? Although the prospect of Faye administering medical assistance normally would give you pause, Tizo seems aimed to accompany her willingly enough. The two have shared a rather close bond since Faye first made contact with the group. For someone like her, who has lived alone for so long, the friendship must be vital. And as for Tizo, he must be impressed that a non-native of the downside seems to know her way around food safety even better than he. Alright, The Withdrawn. The Withdrawn did spawn forth from the wild witch Milithi, in whose vigilant pursuit of the unknown and the unknowable I always felt a certain kinship. Whether the Withdrawn were Milithi's kin by blood or merely worshippers, we trusted one another not to ask, or care. What mattered was that Milithi chose the most audacious minds, who stopped at nothing short of the impossible. Though ever distant, the Withdrawn revealed to us such truths about the land which long lay hidden, even to one such as I. Their knowledge ever waking into newfound depths of consciousness, they led us all to better know ourselves. Interesting. Alright, enough clicking around. I can do that on my own time. So the Nightwings darken our skies once more. We suffered much from the defeat you handed us last time. Until our next encounter on a sacred site, I told you to stay out of our way. Get out of my sight! All these little amusing tidbits. Alright, so. Let's go this way. You touch down in the heart of Jomira Valley, where you first faced the Fate and the Dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You now have a little time before having to set forth by land. The Yonder Crystal seeks Tizo, of all things. Well, I guess it was inevitable they'd seek him out eventually. Also, where was that way that I could view... What is it? Oh well, I'll worry about it later. I was wondering if I could see how everybody's doing, but I guess I can worry about that later. For now, let's take care of reading and then we can move on. Jomira Valley. The downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. The most likely food sources proved poisonous. Thus, we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the Cur Jomira found it amenable. This sprawling valley, topped with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east, we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. Alright. Leave me alone, reader. I am in no mood to talk to you at this time. She is concerned about something, but you cannot sense what, and she refuses to say. I see little need to keep on blathering about to you as once I did. I should not have let you in. Be gone. My services are yours, but this place is my own. Well then. Alright. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears and heeded the summons. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial it shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see now how you fare. Oh, hello. Crap, couldn't make that work, huh? Well, that takes care of that. At least you I know how to play with. Ah, yeah, better to just waste the safe return. Why didn't you act against me? Is the AI going easy on me? Crap. Should have seen that coming. There we go. Crap, not fast enough. Not fast enough to stop you either. Oh man, imagine if this was the hardest difficulty. Well, at least with one of them gone, easy enough to slip through the crack. Tizo is excited to have completed Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessors may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Tizo is happy to be back and wonders what it is that Sandra granted you. You take a closer look at the new artifact in your possession. Aub's Wing. That's useful, actually. Oh yes, that's going to be very useful. Let's see. Well, if it means I can move around with impunity, well, zip around with impunity, I suppose I'll take it, trading one kind of speed for another. You take some of the afternoon to survey the area with Faye. You observe many curs off in the distance, driven half wild from the heat. Those curs are roaming free now, like their ancestors, but they do not seem happy? There is nothing you can do for the creatures. The sight of them makes you all too eager to return to the wagon and immerse yourself in your vocations. Faye seems to be speaking to herself again. She is unaware of your presence, or shows no sign of it at least. Mercy. Freedom. They are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. She is reciting passages from the Book of Rites, though to your knowledge she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy. The downside cannot let us all go free. Thus, freedom to the worthy. Is that not so, O Saint Triesta? Is that not the conclusion which you form with your 7 most trusted friends? She pauses for a while, as though listening, and nods her head from time to time. Yes, I see. I see. Well, I am ever grateful to you, Saint Triesta, for your guidance and your presence. And I wish all of your friends safe passage there among the stars. It must be so very beautiful out there. With your wings you can fly freely, can't you, Saint? You can visit me at any time, come and go as you please, from the stars, all the way here? You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. I know. And yet sometimes I wish I was like you, or like this Mammoth. But I know I am the way I am because I meant to be this way. And I know that you are always watching. So thank you, Saint Triesta Typhus. Thank you and your friends. She wanders out into the afternoon, leaving you there to consider her words. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith in the 8 scribes would have been seen as a delusion. Such prayer or communion was forbidden. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lighted the way for the founders of the Commonwealth, or so its leaders taught. I'm thinking money. Not what I had in mind, but I'll take it. Alright, the Cairn of Haub. Do one of these. We rid the land of an impending doom, but faced another of its kind, for we knew that we were trapped. Yet for each danger which we faced, for every failed ambush by Arch, we met with gentle souls and kindred spirits in the downside, who deserved more than to fade from memory within this land. It was then the stars themselves showed us the way, delineating a great voyage across the sea. Near broken we became, but then at last a moonlit vision, that of the rights, the rights. Thus shall they say to us, the 8 scribes gave their freedom, so that we may yet have ours. Then a new landmark. How ironic that the shattered remnants of the Bone Titan Shax's 6 shoulders, who once stood vigilant over the archway into flagging hands, remain now as foreboding as when that horrid monster still possessed unnatural life. After little Hawub dispatched the Bone Titan in a feat of ingenuity, Shax's pieces fell onto the valley floor, forming a set of standing stones which Hawub marked. Further, traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated into perfect frozen drops, which still shimmer in the darkness. 6 shoulders seemed to start reanimating when the stars above of him dance a certain way. Paint the sigil then in the shining light. Curious. Huh. Interesting. So it seems that as I explore more in that, I'm also filling out stuff over there too. Several bottles of multicolored liquid. Okay, temporary boons. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. And besides, they can give you just the little life you need, Maybe. You get thirsty for them, don't even worry. I can get more soon. Costly, though. And I'm not doing a whole lot in order to bolster my pockets. Not that I need to worry about too much at the moment, but... Alright. Let's do another one. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Faye behaving strangely. Well, more than usual. Maybe he is here. I mean, I think he has to be. Somewhere nearby? She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just... Oh, it's just I think maybe my friend is here? And I was hoping to say hi to him, before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that... That's him! That's him! My friend is here! He's here! Just then, your adversaries, the Fates, arrive on the other side of the Cairn of Hawub. They begin making necessary preparations. Faye rushes over to them before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. I guess we don't have Faye for this one. Hello. Something else catches your notice in the sky. This time, strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form. But those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. You invite the influence of the Titan stars.
Behold, the Titan stars.
Call upon the Titan stars to rank up faster.
Endrigar the Widow, Limbless Erezek, Islak Astroborn.
Aw. You know what? We'll try it out. What's the worst that could happen? You know what? Screw it. I'm already having trouble. Let's see what happens.
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their pyre first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, make ready for the rite!
Oh, hello again, hello. Why, hello indeed, young one. We are the Fates, and once again we hail you and all the Nightwings. Thanks, I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not, but let me see here. Hold up! Alma, where are you? Begging your pardon, my young one, but my son, he is not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay. I mean, my friend, I hope that he remembers me. You? Where is father? Father! Oh, hello. Hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. This had better not be some Nightwing tricks, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Almer. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh ho, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times maybe, they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand watching as Faye skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She is about your age. Father! I'm back. Sorry I'm late. I'm ready now to do my part, however I can.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Alright, so what do they got? So, second time while airborne. Faster than you. Okay, so don't let it get too far below. So it seems that they all have that, so don't let yours get too far below. Okay. Who best to deal with them? I'm thinking Pamatha would prevent either strong front. Well, Hedwyn hasn't gotten out in a while, so I'm thinking... Definitely don't have Hedwyn lead, though. Because honestly, in a straight-up fight, I think Hedwyn would be useful. So I'm thinking what we do is we have Pamatha to charge ahead. Hedwyn to act as backup. And then... see how this plays out. Let's put Faye out. The scribes, I hope they're watching. All of us.
It is done.
Steel yourself, Alma. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail. Let us prevail here and now. Prevail? What am I wrong with me? Let us do so indeed, my son.
Now begin.
Shoot. Get in there. Good work. Well, it looks like the charging attack works. Exactly as I hoped. Eh.
Didn't see it coming.
2, 1.
All banished.
Crap, should have just rushed him. Oh, come on!
All three Nightwings.
Huh, you got more from tossing it than...
Such a display.
What are you doing, you? Put your mask back on. We are in the middle of a rite. Oh, I know. It's just, I wanted to say, I think that you were very brave is all, I think. Because we have encountered many trampers by now. I mean, we have the dissidents and the tempers and... What are you talking about? Get to the point. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean, my name is Faye. I wanted you to know my name is Faye, since I know yours. I see. Then ready yourself, Faye. We shall not hold back.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son.
Shoot. That was bad. Shoot. Whoops.
Old Dalbert's son was
Crap. 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 The hell? Crap! Shame indeed. Wow, I suck.
shame. Banished, one and all.
Oh, come the hell! Okay. That's the last time I try and be fancy. Good lord. That is the last time I try to be fancy.
A devious maneuver. The orb slips from your clutches.
I'm so focused on trying to shoot people, I don't recognize when I really shouldn't try. Okay, Headwind, remain defensive for now.
Unfortunate for Talbot.
Yes! Yes, she did. Good work.
They did it.
Shoot. Crap!
A shameful outcome.
Alright, we can take one more hit. Well, we can't take another hit.
True, and thus your pyre wanes.
Alright. Healed up a little bit, but we still can't take another hit unless it's the small fry.
Verily,
And unfortunately, we don't have our trump card. What the hell? How'd that hit me? What the fuck? No. Crap! I was so close. I was doing fine. And then I screw it up. Oh, man. Alright.
who shall conduct this rite? Edwin Lutz.
Here we go.
It is done.
Alright, instead of having her lead... Ah, man, that almost worked, too.
Now begin. Now go.
What the hell? How'd you do that? How the hell did you do that?
The path to glory eludes us all.
What the hell am I doing?
By faith.
What the hell am I doing? Okay, you're tilted. When you're done with this match, you're done. Don't mind me.
No sign of the fate for now.
Alright, that gets me up, back up.
The wings have served her true. Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son.
Crap.
Too bad for that one.
Okay, fine, I'll just take it.
Oh. Alas for Faye.
Oh, man.
Your exile shall return ere long.
There we go. Managed to slip it in, now I've got my exiles back. All of them, anyway.
Yes.
Goodbye!
Didn't see it coming.
Alright, I think I've got a handle on this now.
The flames of freedom.
Can't save them both! I'm not sure what just happened. Oh wait, I've got... What the hell?! Oh, I'm not sure what just happened there, but I don't... But I know I don't like it because I just died. Ah, crap, he's gonna make it.
The fires wane.
Crap, it came back too fast. Crap.
So fiercely fought.
There we go.
The fate are banished to the last. Fear not the purifying flame.
Shoot, should have seen that coming. Not fast enough. Should have just focused on jumping away. Ah, crap. Yep, he's made it. Crap.
Quite foul for the night wings. The orb sails forth into the flame.
Alright. Apparently not.
Bask in the
Apparently not at all.
your victories
I've got the advantage, but not for long if I keep letting them have their way with me.
banished. Well, I dare say.
Yes! I'm surprised that worked, honestly. Surprised that worked.
It is done.
I'll take it. I'm surprised it worked.
The night wings prevail.
Wait, I wanted... I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologize, I think. Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Night Wings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Almer, is it? Almer, I just had a question? Ask quickly and then go about your business. Oh, I just... Would you be my friend? What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle with your father, so... I shall see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here. To be closer together, not to be apart. Where's this going? Wonder where that's going.
The rites do tend to teach
I feel
something of
so
trust.
overwhelmed, I think, because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think that I am going to fall.
Closer to the scribes, the little moon-touched girl.
While jumping, how's that work? All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
And for less stamina. Actually, that could be useful if I ever remember to salute. Both of those are pretty useful, actually. This one more so if I'm doing solo stuff. This one to just swap positions so someone with more stamina can just take the helm. Although since that I want to use her more so for... Unless I want her to... Actually, that's got more utility if I'm willing to master it. The problem is that I haven't been playing very well, so I'm thinking I'll go with this. Alrighty.
Until the next.
I think I'll call it there. Back at the wagon, after besting the fate rather soundly, you're about to join the others, discussing the outcome when Wolfred finds you. Good work back there, my boy. Though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry. There is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. The path to freedom reveals itself again. So who are we up against? The Dissidents. So, that's who we're up against. This is going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Probability of success. Interesting. So it's not just based on the number of exiles that are through? We only need 2 then? Interesting. Parker is already on his way. The rites are calling you again to the fall of Solium, where once again you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the dissidents who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodiel ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Faye seems very happy about something, and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the ride, I think he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that he left to go find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so, I think maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He is very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time. Then, it cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That is what I think, little brother, and I told them so. And maybe next time I see Almer and Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, mister! You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Nice. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the water so that he could see them plain. the burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest. But, in the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together we achieve great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater Titans, which once darkened this dark land. But in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Prevail under the Titan stars. Okay, I see. So that was... yeah, Islas. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill. But the horned one Myr implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Myr is stubborn, more than I. Now, Hyrene, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates. For I am of this land, unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. Okay, so I guess the Fate's the new one. The Fate united under Many Mane and the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his first 4-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Many Mane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. Back up we go. So, do I want to try and do it now or later? I kind of want to try it now, while I'm on a roll. As I feel like it's going to be a difficult task, because even if I don't apply anything. Honestly, I'll probably just apply the minus 30. So a choice between Headwind and Ametha. Let's spend time with Headwind. You make a landing on the sacred Mount Elodiel, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Volfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to the fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. This should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Pamitha. Are you actually going to talk to me? I thought I told you to be gone. She is pushing you away as she did before. Perhaps I ought to cease my services to you if you insist on disrespecting my wishes thus. Would that sound good to you, O reader? Imagine not having access to the loathsome trinkets which I grant to you. Imagine those idiots of yours having to get by without my tutelage. I can imagine it just fine myself. I was once a weapon, used to kill an emperor. Attempt to kill him anyway. Now I am once again a tool, being exploited, soon to be discarded. Go on then, leave me be. Go about your business and let us pretend we do not know full well how this shall end between us. Oh boy. Just name the victim and I shall be more than pleased to make him or her suffer for a bit. Actually, she's the last one that can be affected. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon Paminatha arrives in heed of the summons. You called for me, reader darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Ooh, a bossy one. Sure then, go on and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do, left to your own devices. Save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. There we go. At least Pamatha I know how to play now. Mostly because I can play recklessly with her. Don't mind me. There we go. If only everything else were so easily felled. Okay, Pamatha's definitely staying around for a little longer. There now, is everybody happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harpy. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both to you and your lovely reader. Now be gone from here before I have any second thoughts. My, that Sandra could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? Triesta's plume. A flying after douse, it instantly return and deals +3. Not the most, well, I'll have to try it out. I don't think it'll be the most useful thing, but I'll try it out. First, let's upgrade it a little bit. There we go, an extra 5. It's about equivalent to what I had in mind, only it doesn't require me to take damage for it to apply. Later that day, you accompany Hedwyn into the fading glory of Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Triesta Tithys awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Hedwyn's inner thoughts, as clear as if he were speaking aloud. We have to prevail. Whether on my behalf or not, I do not care right now. Have to prevail. For everyone's sake. Please, help us do this. Help us. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Triesta Tithys has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. 2 quickness for the next rite? I guess he's going in the next rite. Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings. Your greater understanding comes the reader's influence. What other aspects? That. The 8 scribes who composed the book. Their influence and their experience spreads through the pages, into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. There we go. You find Hedwyn rather lost in thought about something. He looks over as you approach. Oh, hey my friend. Alright, so, what's it going to be? He points in the direction of his cooking tin, strewn over in the corner of the wagon. One of life's small comforts around here is, we get to eat. Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for it, but there's only so much to choose from. Whether here in Mount Elodiel, or anywhere around, I guess. Anyway, I was just having trouble trying to decide what to cook. Just had fire caps again last night, and those never seem to sit that well with everyone anyway. There's no more glopgil, not that anyone but Tizo ever liked that stuff. And I feel like we've been having gutter crab every day for months, so I'm not too excited about that. This is where you come in. And no consulting books or stars or anything. Just you and me, here and now. What am I making? You decide, because I can't. I know there's a lot of serious stuff to think about these days, but so help me, no one's struggling to regain their freedom on an empty stomach. You ask that Headwind prepare another batch of his silt porridge for the group. He eyes you warily as you request this, searching you for any trace of irony. Alright, my friend. Never took you for the silt porridge type, but so be it. I guess even after all this time, we still have much to learn about each other. Now, lend me a hand with this stuff here, would you? As you assist Headwind with preparing the silt porridge, the two of you get to talking about the past. The reality of cooking and the downside as a way of making him nostalgic. Life on the Blood Border wasn't much easier than trying to get by down here. The high-wing remnants could swoop in at any time. They were so good at picking the worst possible occasions for us. The time they showed up and I was nowhere to be found. Must have told you about that. He has spoken to you of his past as an outrider once before. Well, either way, I don't think I ever told you much about Fikani. I was riding to relay an order, and she caught me out in the open. She could have had me, but we just stood there, you know? I'd never seen anything like her. And her voice, she says to me, "You want to be more careful with your life." And I just say, I'm not the type to say such things, but all I can think of looking at her then, so I just tell her. It was worth the risk. Anyway, she spared my life, of course, and when we saw riders heading toward us, I looked at her, she took hold of me, and we just took off. I didn't want to leave her, and I didn't for a while. He trails off for a while. Soon after I came back, I went off in search of her again. This time, though, the risk I took, a lot of people paid for it. The harps attacked when no one was there to raise the alarm. A few days later, Edwin the deserter was sentenced to exile. And now, he's about to cook some silt porridge. Thanks for your help, my friend. I can take it from here. See you shortly. He heads out into the afternoon. You sense he feels more at ease after having spoken with you. I guess Headwind really is going into the next one. Probably not to win, but... well... Well, I do want Gilman in good shape, so let's take this path. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Under King Orez, and Sir Gilman happens to take notice. You wish for good fortune in the coming rites and your plan. As for Sir Gilman, of this night's date, glory days gone by, he often wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please, do not spoil it for him. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Orez has shown you favor. Alrighty. I think I'm going in pretty prepared for this, all things considered. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward toward the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Night Wings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please, do just as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Tamitha passes through the gate. Sir Gilman, Hedwin, Ruki, Faye, Tizo, Wolfred. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Night Wings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the great Gate Guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. but she pays him no heed. Why is that? Did something happen between those two? And what do I know? Again, you gain the top of Mount Elodiel, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether among you soon shall follow Jodariel from this place. Fall of Solium. From the top of Mount Elodiel, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded. But that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle, there lies upon this highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not toward the sea, but rush toward the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backward, seeking their return as we do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen, when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. Anything worthwhile? Alrighty. Only usable but why do I get the feeling I'm gonna need that later? That's something I should probably sell. Honestly, I need to work on getting more money. Eventually I will, but you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You have zoned the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my boy. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time, if possible, knowing simply that for each one of us who goes, in so doing, he or she shall raise our total chances of success. Read us, sir. This night you shall confront the dissidents. They have already appointed Barker to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my boy. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. Another one. Let's turn that off. We'll go with this one then. I mean, an extra bit of health on that one, that's fine. Just means I have to be more careful.
Have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity, but only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many
the pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the dissidents, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Barker bursts out from some hidden corner, laughing as he paws at his mask. A real pleasure to be here, mates, truly. Barker Ashpaws. Call me Barker, though, alright. By the by, it was a real pisser getting here, you know? Begging your pardon, Barker Ashpaws, you thusly speak upon the summits of the sacred mountain. Oh my, so terribly sorry to avenge you there, lassie. I forgot we got the stars above up there to make me watch me language. Right, oh right, I gave these guys a Scottish accent, I should remember that. Though, let's get one thing straight, lassie. I don't give a bother for your sacred mountain, so you take it and you shove it. Me and my pack, we're just here for the laughs, you got that? The other side ain't any better than this one. We ain't interested in your freedom. But just the same, we're gonna get it. Take it from those wee little babes, they're so antsy for it. Hey, that's your Night Wings. You better put up a good fight here or I ain't gonna be happy, understand? Then he shoves his mask back on. Right, come on then, let's hurry up and get this damn thing started. Now then, have the Night Wings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rites? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more. The first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thusly anointed. Not all among you may be ready. The other two for the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Night Wings, make your decision. I'm assuming I can't set him free. Oh, hello. I did not expect that. So who's it gonna be? Well, it's gotta be one of those three then. Definitely not Tizo. Let's see. Alright, not the second time. That explains the wide circle. Okay, so they all can cast faster. And there's a chance that they don't even get banished if they jump in. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't like this. Am I truly prepared to send... Am I truly prepared to send one of them off? Who do I send? This is my shot. Go free. But I can't just leave the rest of you. Let's see. What's their presence like? Yeah, the empowered presence is going to make things difficult, so...
Who shall strive for him?
Don't have to ask me twice. Not after everything Hetty and I'd been through. Only problem is that... Sure, let's get him out of here then. Alright there, mates. No more waiting, no more holding back, and let's rip him to shreds. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Here we frickin' go. And the scribes.
It is done. Commence.
Crap, not quite. We shall rise again. Not quite. Take that! About time we got this blasted business underway, aye, Greentail? Ricky looks on in silence, but says nothing in response. We gotta beat him. Gotta beat him. We gotta beat him. Don't care what it takes. Don't care what it takes. Don't care what it takes! Seems the pressure of the liberation rite is getting to him. Don't think I'm done forgetting our little arrangement there, Greentail. Though, how about I make you another deal? I get out of here tonight, then you're scot-free. That's right, 'cause I I ain't gotta even care even a lick about you once I'm gone. Now you just think on that while my pack and me go wipe the floor with you. Ah, crap. That's gonna debuff him, isn't it? Okay, but you won't be able to snipe them out. Shoot. Didn't think about that part. Ha! Blaze of glory! Crap. Ha! Take that, sucker! You are being a lot easier than... What in the... Alright, mates. Something's gone right funny with that orb, as I can tell. Better laugh it up while we still can, aye? Indeed, something strange seems to have happened with the celestial orb. And now it shudders now as though possessed of the same chaotic power as your adversaries. Crap. Oh, crap. 2, 1. Nope. Crap. Not fast enough. Didn't think that one through. Nope. Not quite.
Alas for Hedwyn.
Yeah. Not quite. Where the hell's it going? Yes! You will not touch our pyre, you scum! Surprised that didn't hit more than 4 of us. Ha! How do you like that?
Verily.
Crap! Well, I guess you did hit it. Congratulations. At least you had to make a dive instead of just get it the easy way. That was easy. 1 more hit.
Shame. Glorious. All banished. Panther has doused the flame.
You let me do that?
It's more.
You let me do that to you? Okay. That worked out.
And there it is at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
What a joke. Here I was thinking we were gonna make him cry after all this. Come on, mates. I've already had it with this stuck-up place. Let's get out of here already, aye?
His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
We did it. Then, I guess this means I have to go. I broke my vow to him, that we would all go free together. Reader, my friend, would you do this? Ever forgive me? Connie, wait for me. Wait for me. We remained silent for a moment longer. Then, listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. And, at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you. All of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight, into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but grows faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye. Until we see each other.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon peace again.
You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the dissidents in the liberation rites. Not too shabby, people! At least someone got out of here. You succeeded in liberating Hedwyn, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. But now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or I should say, the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness following the liberation rites. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go once more to Moonlight's alcove. I've an errand I must run besides once we arrive, or we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Huh, I expected Ruki. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Fulfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really, all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wulfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Sungrees, know you the sacred Mount Elodiel, the highest peak within the lowest land? Then know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bone work of the world titan himself, the archbeast Sungrees. This one's bog-dwelling companion Milithy is too mild in her account of our ascent. It was not a pleasant mountain hike, but a pitched battle spanning 17 full moons. Finally, the 8 of us, we climbed across the brow of old Sungrease. We merged our strength and struck the mortal blow, such that the Archbeast shattered finally to pieces. It is no mere myth that from the Archbeast's eye the Shimmer Pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. The Dissidents. I, myself, Hawub, did form the Dissidents under this simple tenet: those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp and one accursed to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but Mur, the Horned One, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained as ever at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The Dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Soliam Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. It's 44%, eh? Slowly but surely getting there. Additional exiles required. So, who would we likely up... So it's hard to say who we'll be up against next, but... Although it looks like the way that they've arranged this, we're unlikely to be ever go up against the Tempers or the Dissidents on the same point. Well, at the final right. At least that's what I would assume anyway, but I suppose we'll see. To Moonlight Alcove. You once again find yourself amid the quiet nooks of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Guess there's nothing more to be done here. Actually, this wouldn't be a bad place to save, so that I don't have to worry about too much in the way of story bits before now. So, yeah, I think this is where I'll call it then. So, next week, Tuesday afternoon, we shall continue with this. So in the meantime, I've got other things I need to see too. Got videos to work on. Well, a video to work on, I should say. And with any luck, I'll be able to make good progress on the audio portion tonight. So, here's hoping how that turns out. So, until Thursday, in which point, well, you'll see on this coming Wednesday what I'll be doing on Thursday. I do have another game that I'll be picking up, so I'm certain that you'll see it all then. So until then, see you all next time.